Hey there, fellow web enthusiasts. Today, we're going to create a visually stunning button collapse effect that will not only elevate the look of your website, but also enhance user interaction. Imagine a button that reacts beautifully when you hover over it, creating a dynamic experience for your visitors. This project is perfect for anyone looking to add a touch of flair to their web designs, whether you're a beginner or just brushing up on your skills. So, grab your coding hats and get ready to learn. And hey, if you enjoy this tutorial, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more exciting projects like this one. Let's dive in. Let's kick things off with the HTML. First, we move to the body section, where the action happens. Here, we're adding a button with the class Collapse Button, which serves as our interactive button. This class will help us apply specific styles to this button later on. This button is going to be the star of our show. To summarize, we've just set up the basic structure for our button. Let's see how it looks in the browser. Now let's dive into the CSS. Now we add this selector, body, which styles the overall page. Let's add a height of 100 VH to ensure the body takes up the full height of the viewport, giving us a nice, centered look. Next, we set the background to this color for a dark theme, making our button stand out beautifully. Then we apply Display Flex, allowing us to use Flexbox for easy centering. Setting Justify Content to center and align items to center makes everything perfectly centered both horizontally and vertically. Lastly, we specify the font family to Poppins, giving our page a modern touch. Now we add this selector, .collapse button, which styles our button. We start with a width of 10 em and a height of 3.5 em, defining the size of our button. Then, we add a border of 3 pixels ridge in this color to give it a nice defined border. Next, we set the border radius to 0.3 em to round the edges slightly, giving it a smoother appearance. We also include outline none to remove the default outline when the button is focused. The position relative allows us to position elements inside the button for added effects. Now, let's move on to the background and text color. We set the background to transparent to make the button's background invisible, and we set the color to this color to ensure the text is readable against the dark background. Next, we apply a font size of 16 pixels and a font weight of bold for styling our text, making it stand out. Finally, we use Cursor Pointer to change the mouse cursor to a pointer when hovering over the button, indicating it's clickable. Now we add transition of 1 second to smoothen the effects when the button is hovered over. Next, we add this selector, .collapse button :after and .collapse button :before, which create additional elements for our button effects. Both elements have content as empty. To define them and position absolute to position them relative to the button, we set left to 3% for positioning and width to 95% and height to 40% for sizing. Let's specify the backgrounds. We use background color of this color for a contrasting effect. For .collapse button after, we set top to -10 pixels to position it above the button, and for .collapse button before, we set top to 80% to position it below the button. Let's add hover effects. We specify transform scale of 0 for both pseudo elements when hovered over, making them shrink out of view. For the button itself, we add box shadow inset 0 pixels, 25 pixels in this color, creating a beautiful glowing effect when hovered. Now, we add transition of 0.5 seconds for the pseudo elements to ensure that their transformation is smooth when hovered over. Now that we've applied all the styles, our button looks sleek, interactive, and fully functional with that stunning hover effect. Thank you for joining me today on this creative journey. If you enjoyed this tutorial and learned something new, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome web development content. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy coding and see you in the next tutorial.